This podcast was sponsored by Gerado's Gauss Rifles. If it took more than one shot, it wasn't a Gerado.
Hell, it's about time.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the next episode of our Under the Gun podcast. Here at Under the Gun, we talk about everything cool from movies, games, to tattoos and anime. This time, though, it's going to be a little bit different. Normally, we talk about stuff that's like other people's projects, like Hollywood, industry stuff, all the shows we like. This time, we're talking about a movie that we're making this time. And we're actually shooting on our actual set.
It's The Last of Us, guys.
The Last
we
of Us.
actually
The
work with
Last of Us.
HBO.
Where's Pedro?
Where's Pedro?
This our movie is called Motive for Murder. It's one of those classic film noir movies, I think is what it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little is it like a whodunit, like a murder mystery kind of thing? I'm saying this because I'm making this movie. I should know what it is.
It kind of...
It's more of a like a detective mystery
Mhm.
film rather than a whodunit murder mystery.
Oh, that's
Mhm.
right.
More like a police thing.
Police.
Old Hollywood glamour.
It's like PI, isn't it?
Yeah, like private investigation.
Yeah.
Rather than police. Because the Lieutenant Donaldson or whatever it is. He's the police.
Yeah.
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 I mean, the main character is still a detective.
Yeah.
True.
He's probably just like this like
That's what a detective is.
exclusive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. First off, this is like a general roundtable discussion, so feel free to chime in whenever you want. My first question for the whole group.
Did you want to do introduction?
Oh, yeah, first of all, like,
You can
I'm
cut
j-
this however you want.
yeah, sure. No, I'm not cutting it.
Oh. No cuts.
I'm JJ, your host, and I'm also the editor. I'm an editor, and VFX. I also was primarily a second AC and a grip.
Mm.
Let's go around this way. Go ahead, Andrew.
Hello, I'm Andrew Chavez. I don't know why I said my last name.
Everyone's gonna know.
Oh no. I'm one of the directors for this project, and yeah.
I forgot that that's the only, because all the directors, that's all
That's
they
the only thing they do,
that
right?
and AD
Well,
or script
that-
supervising, I think.
I've only been script supervisor and AD.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's okay to bring those up. Those are still jobs.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mm.
Oh yeah, those two.
I'm
She
Crystal. The first day, what was I? Second AC.
You were,
Slating,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And then I did sound,
Mm-hmm.
and then I did DIT.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much it.
You're also part of the editorial department.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For sound, but yeah.
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 Nice.
I'm Kaylana. I'm in the art department. I've been on wardrobe, costume, and set dressing and props every time. So, you know.
Always.
And also I've been helping with sound here and there.
Oh, yeah.
It's just fun to
You're my assistant sometimes.
yeah. I was assisting Crystal, and then the other day I was assisting the guys with miking the girls up because they were too scared. I was like, guys, they're actresses. It's fine. They're okay with it, I promise. So, but yeah.
Everyone here wears multiple hats, basically.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. My second question for you guys. Before when we were getting into this, before like we even picked a script, what were your expectations for this project? Like, what did you think going into it would be like?
Just in general within the class, or like specifically Motive for Murder? Because I know we had a few other options like
Mhm.
on the table before we picked this one specifically.
Yeah, we could have done like the three choices was a film noir,
Mm-hmm.
a western,
Mm-hmm.
and sort of
like spy ones,
like
or
a
whatever.
spy
What was
drama.
it? The-
I like the spy one.
I loved
I
that
wanted to
one.
do the
I
spy
wanted to
one.
do that one.
I never finished that script.
It
I
had
don't know
like
how it ended.
subplots of romance.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I eat that shit up every. I'm sorry, can I curse?
Go ahead.
I eat that up every time. Anyways,
That one seemed pretty cool too.
yeah, it seemed very interesting. So
Yeah,
I
was
thought we
ju-
were going to do that one, but guess not.
I was excited to do the western because he actually brought up that they actually went out on a set for that.
Mhm.
oh yeah, the one that burned down.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't mean to bring it up like that. I'm sorry.
What did you say was Paramount?
Yeah. Yeah,
Was it?
Paramount.
Paramount,
Ranch.
Yeah,
right?
Paramount
Ranch,
Ranch.
yeah.
Yeah, just to be clear, that happened because of the fires that were
Yeah.
happening.
Oh,
in the
yeah.
middle
We
of that.
didn't burn it down.
No, we didn't.
It wasn't
No.
us.
We were never
Legally,
there.
it was not us.
Don't say that.
Oh.
Oh,
Don't say like that.
So to answer your question, Kaylana, you can just go into both and like let's just get into like the film noir. What were your expectations when we selected it? Because we started out. What are the steps? There's before pre-production. There's development.
Development,
Development.
pre-production,
Yeah.
production, and post-production,
Yeah.
and then
Like distribution.
Distribution.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When we were doing development, aside from reading the script, I was kind of dying in there.
The script breakdown was so hard.
Mhm.
I think everyone was just confused.
I think it was the way we kind of were just thrown into it, and so we didn't really know
I think
how
all
to
throughout
do
we have
things.
just been
Yeah,
thrown
we've
into it,
been-
and
yeah, we've just been figuring it out
it's been
along the way.
an experience for sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
but
Yeah.
I would say it was just like long, very long and tedious.
Mhm.
I personally somewhat enjoyed the script breakdown, but
It was just super awkward.
it
at
was
first.
just awkward. Yeah, and especially because
Yeah.
like within our class, like I'm sorry to say this, it just annoyed me so much when they were reading so slow. I'm like, guys, we can get through this in literally 5 minutes. We're here for
The
5
table
hours.
read.
Like it took
Yeah.
so much longer than I felt like it needed to be. Like there's so many different things throughout this entire like process of this class where it would have been so much quicker.
if people would
if
just
we
like get on the
would've-
board.
And if we
Yeah.
would have all done it together,
Mm-hmm.
like the script breakdown, we
Mm.
could have like at least
Yeah.
done a few of them
That
together.
day that all of us were just sitting at the table and we're
Yeah.
just doing our script breakdown
Yeah.
together. We
we
got
were all
so
stressed
much
out
done.
too. We were all
Yeah.
stressed out. We were like,
Yeah. For no reason, because
For
I was
no
like, it's
reason.
not that serious. But
How did it play out for you guys? Because I was absent that day. Like you guys, like did he split all of you guys into groups and then break down the entire
No.
script together?
no, we just got
He-
the papers as a
yeah.
class at the end, and
He was
then
like, "Take
he
this
was like,
home."
okay, take this home and come back next week and bring it.
hmm
Oh.
So
and
that's
he,
why we were trying to
he
figure
gave
it
us like videos, but it wasn't the same format.
It wasn't the
as
same format that
the
he was giving us.
worksheets,
Yeah, so we just
so-
figured it out, but it was fine.
Yeah.
I remember how awkward just reading the script out. Like we were just going through it together as a
Mhm.
group.
Yeah.
Everyone was like super awkward.
Yeah.
The table read, I'm
Yeah.
telling you,
The
and then they
table
were
reading.
reading so slow. I was like, guys, this is so unnecessarily long right now.
I remember having to like walk out a few times for like a break because I could not just sit
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
Hello, you are listening to the Under the Gun podcast. Stick around for more cool content.
But
All right, back to topic.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Segue.
Yeah.
segue.
How do you guys think production is going so far? Because we're this. So yesterday was supposed to be our last day of filming.
Yeah.
And I mean, we did not make our day, unfortunately. So we have one more
No.
day, which means even less time in post production.
Mm-hmm.
So take that all in, and we'll start with Kaylana, then go this way. How do you How do you think production's going?
Well, could be better.
Yeah.
But I'd say we're doing good. We've made progress for sure. And there's been a lot of improvement along the way because day one was just a mess. But I'd say where we're at now, I'm pretty proud of our class for like getting to the level of like figuring things out, being good with anticipation, being good with the roles that they have and like knowing what we're supposed to be doing kind of thing. I think it was just mostly we're out of time.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's just not enough time within our class period to like get all this done by the time like our makeup artist comes and gets everyone ready, and then by the time we mic everyone up, by the time we have our set ready, it's just like then we're only left with like 3 hours, and then we have
Yeah.
like a bunch of things we have to shoot. And that's why I was saying I feel like this class is pretty ambitious to do a 30-ish minute
Mhm.
short film. I feel like it should be shorter with the amount of time that we have, but I think we'll still get it done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
also take into account we only shoot like once a week.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And we only meet once a week too.
Yeah.
So
It's not like we have like a day for planning
Mhm.
or anything.
yeah.
And also there was spring break.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Gives a lot of time.
Yeah. I think if this was like a 2-day a week class, then it'd be so much better. Like even if it's just one of those days with shooting, and then the other one could be for prepping, planning for set work and stuff like that, then I think it would be so much better.
I also feel like if the makeup artists and stuff like came in
If they got
earlier,
yeah.
so that
'Cause
they were
I was
ready.
confused as to why
So that
their
they
call
were
time was
ready.
always an hour before.
Yeah, so that they were ready by the time we could like
Yeah.
mic them up and stuff.
Yeah. Because that's
Because always the issue.
yeah.
Because that they're not ready.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think for next week's shoot, I think Lexi, the
Makeup artist.
makeup
Yeah.
artist,
Mhm.
she says that she's gonna try to come as early as she can, but
Mhm.
she told Sheets that like she can come anytime. So
Mm-hmm.
so hopefully she does come in early this time.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
What about you? What are your thoughts on our shooting
I think
as a director?
as
Like, what's your? Because we have like the point of view from like the crew and like,
Mhm.
but you have like the real inside scoop.
You're right. yeah. Well, I think for how things have been going with the production, it's definitely been like a roller coaster.
Yeah.
It was like we were all, like all facing like our own problems on set, but that was our first day, and I think like we did made a lot of progress going forward from there. Like the second day, I started noticing the camera operators, like they were actually really good at their jobs. I think everyone also like the difference between the first day and the days after is like I think we all kind of had a better idea of what we were doing,
Definitely,
Yeah.
yeah.
and the flow of the work on
Mhm.
set was going a lot
Mhm.
Yeah.
smoothly, and I was like, whoa, this is great.
Yeah.
And it was and definitely like because of you guys, like you guys have definitely made the director's jobs a lot more easier.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, but of course, like we've had our days. Like one in particular was like the third day.
I was
where
going to talk about day 3
Yeah.
because
Day
that was
3
brutal.
Yeah,
Is that one who's yelling?
that's when
Yeah.
he was yelling. He was waving his arms, like on that day. Yeah, it
Day
was-
3 and 4, I think, were brutal.
Yeah.
I think
When
4
he took
was.
the shoes off.
hmm
Oh yeah.
When the shoes came off,
When the shoes came off,
it was over
it
for
was
us.
over.
If you,
Yeah.
if you know who we're talking about our professor
Oh yeah.
Oh.
for the.
I didn't want to name
I
drop,
didn't want to
but
name names.
but yeah,
I'll cut that part out. though.
No, it's-
maybe bleep that
I'll
out.
bleep it.
Yeah,
Bleep it,
bleep
yeah.
that one. Yeah.
Mr. Bleep.
Mr. Bleep.
I'll definitely put a bleep there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beep.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, it's as being a director was always like the thing I always wanted to do ever since I was like 12, and like that's kind of my dream job. That's what I really want to do. I want to tell stories visually, and that's like I get like I notice like I have like a certain eye for things, and I'm like, whoa, this is so cool. So I feel like I think I have a knack for it, but like actually doing like this professional like project, like I've experienced like major anxiety. Like I've had anxiety for other work, but this is like whoa. But
It's a high pressure job.
it
Yeah.
is, yeah. But when I did my first directing on the second day, I going into it, I was feeling like woo, but after I was like, okay, this is not bad. This
Yeah.
is actually kind of fun. But going into our fifth day into shooting, that one was
yesterday.
Yes. Day before
the
yesterday.
day before yesterday. We're on Wednesday.
Oh, today's Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday.
Oh, I
Oh,
thought it was
that's right.
Tuesday for a
Hump
second.
Hump day.
Oh my.
Yeah, man, that was a lot.
Yeah.
My bad.
Because
What did you think, Crystal? Like,
Mm,
how do you think things are going? As somebody who
Um,
like works in, I don't, maybe not film, but you worked and done a lot of events.
Within
Live
production?
Live
Mhm.
production.
Yeah.
That's your experience.
well, it's very different from live production, like
Mhm.
scripted.
Mhm.
I think it was brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah, on sound it was brutal.
Yeah.
Day 3 specifically. There's just like a lot of pressure, and like we would ask questions and our questions wouldn't be answered.
Mhm.
We would just be expected to like figure it
No.
out.
Yep.
yeah.
To
Yeah.
be fair to who we talk about, I don't want to justify everything, but I guess he's on a lot of pressure too.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
has a
of
lot on his
course.
plate, which is understandable.
And and he has like a lot of hats he's got to wear because he's
Yeah.
not only a professor, but he's sewing the costumes.
Mhm.
He's also getting like everything's set up,
Directing,
directing, being
Mhm.
AD,
Mm-hmm.
indeed.
focusing.
And even though we have a post-production supervisor, like I think it all gets
He'll
approved by
still-
him. He'll still have his two
Yeah.
cents to say.
Yeah.
All right. What do you guys think of our cast?
The next,
Oh, they're
Oh,
phenomenal.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
they're
yeah.
really
They're
good.
great.
We got really
They're
lucky
really
with our
nice.
cast. Yeah.
they're fun to work with.
Yeah.
Let's give a shout out to our homegirl Angelina.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Our dead body.
Our
Our
dead
dead
body.
So
She's a real one.
unfortunately, our actress couldn't make the day, had a scheduling conflict.
Mm-hmm.
Nikia,
So
I
our
think.
post-production supervisor / second AC /
DIT.
DIT.
Yeah.
She does everything.
She was
Yeah.
on
Sound-
props with me
Sound mixer,
on
too.
Monday.
audio assistant. She
Mhm.
helped mic'd all the girls up.
Wow. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so she stepped up to the plate, and we needed a dead body today, and she was kind enough to volunteer.
No,
Not
No, not
volunteer.
not
just go
volunteer.
with
She
it.
was just went
Voluntold?
with it because she was just
Yeah.
told to do it.
Voluntold.
Voluntold. Yeah.
Voluntold.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought she did volunteer. She didn't volunteer?
No, she just walked in and
She walked
he
in.
was
she's
like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you're
Can
you're
you
gonna
be
be
a
the
d-
dead body."
Oh,
Not even
Yeah.
can you? He said, "You're gonna be the
I
dead body."
didn't
She
know
said,
that.
Oh,
What?
yeah. And so she went home and got her clothes and said she could change. That's why she left.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought she
I wouldn't
I didn't know
back,
volunteered.
that either. I
but-
thought she volunteered.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I'm.
He was
For-
like, "You're hired."
He was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Were any of
You look
guys-
like a good dead body.
yeah.
Were any of you guys there for when they shot her scene? Because I
I was
No.
was
I
outside.
was outside, yeah.
I was.
I was
How
locked
did-
out.
How did that go?
She-
Oh, that's when they closed the doors on
That's
you.
when they closed the
Oh,
door.
I was actually with. I was sitting next to you. We were talking to Ryan and Angel when they were filming that.
Yeah,
scene.
because they had no sound, and so I was helping sound crew mic everyone else
Oh,
up because we
yeah.
were like, while we're here, we might as well mic everyone up so that then they're prepared.
Yeah.
And then the actresses were eating, so then
I feel like everyone got it at some point, but mostly sound and like camera and like directors.
yeah.
Back to.
But then you at some point too,
What?
when you were doing the fanning or whatever.
Oh, like yelled at?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did get yelled at.
And I got yelled at too for
Yeah.
like being sticks, and I was like, bruh,
Yeah.
You did.
you remember?
I did too.
I
And
was
I was
like-
on the. That
I
was
got
on
yelled
the,
at for what I was doing, but he didn't even tell me how to do it
Exactly.
or what to do.
Exactly.
He
He,
kinda
was just like, you always have to be ready, and I was like, ready for what? I don't know what we're doing.
No, I remember he was like, "Are you trying to set off the fire alarm?" And I was like, "What are you talking about? You just handed me this piece of this whiteboard, and I'm
Yeah.
just standing here."
Oh
He
my
said,
God.
"Disperse it," and I was like, "Disperse what?" So
Here we are.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So one thing I don't like. Well. Okay. Yeah. The one thing I don't like about this class is that we're mostly just thrown into
Mhm.
whatever roles we
Mhm.
get, and sometimes we're not even given like any heads up to it. It's just I mean
I like to be
that's-
prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah, but of course, and I'm sure like on an actual set or most of the time, some people like they might go in thinking they're one thing, but they have to like
Yeah.
step in to do something
Which
else.
I get,
Yeah.
but I feel like you would get a rundown of
Yeah.
what you're expected to do.
Yeah, and then sometimes sometimes Mr. Bleep wouldn't even like tell us how to do something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like
That's what I don't like, because I get learning by like trial and error,
Yeah.
but also
Because we
know
do that with Jeremy,
yeah with Jeremy,
and it
but
works out fine. But
the way he does it is different because you
yeah.
can ask questions
Yeah,
and be
you
like,
don't
can you
feel
show
bad
me, yeah,
for
can you show
asking
me how to do
questions.
this real quick? And he would.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like he would be like, I don't know, figure it out.
Yeah.
Literally something that I was told
Yeah.
when doing the miking. He was
Yeah.
like, I don't know, but you guys have to figure it out like right
and
now.
we did. He was trying to put gaff tape on the actress's skin.
Yeah,
and I
you
was like,
can't do
no.
that.
What?
I was like, no.
That's like miking up someone 101. Like
Yeah, so I
never
fixed
put
it, yeah. I was
never
like-
put like adhesive on someone's body unless
Yeah.
it's like a band-aid.
Yeah.
I gotta make sure
Or
he doesn't watch
moleskin.
Yeah.
this.
Oh,
Or
or like
moleskin.
moleskin, yeah.
Yeah.
Like medical tape, whatever.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah, because apparently one of
gaff
the
tape.
actresses was breaking out to the moleskin, so I had to. So I taped it to her, like her skirt or her dress,
Like her
and
shirt,
stuff,
yeah. Yeah.
instead of the actual skin.
Yeah, I think everyone's been thrown into the deep end on one job or another.
Mm-hmm.
On
Me-
everything, I feel
Yeah,
like.
because the makeup artist was like, I was telling her, I was like, oh yeah, I'm not even on sound. She's like, you're not on sound? She's like, you're always in here doing the mics.
Mhm.
And I'm like, I don't know.
yeah.
I'm just in here.
He didn't even tell us how to mic someone up because
Yeah.
because you have to literally, there's a certain way you have to let them know that you're micing them up. You have
Mhm.
to be like, oh, I'm going to be doing this, by the
Mhm.
way,
Yeah.
so that you don't
Yeah.
make them uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And like, he didn't tell us that.
Yeah.
So like, I get why like the guys were like, oh, we don't want to do that.
Yeah. I remember half the class didn't even take single camera.
Mhm.
And so
Mhm.
most of the stuff that I know from this class and like everything we know about production, a lot of it I learned in single camera.
Mhm.
Yeah. same here.
But since a lot of people didn't take that class, they
Because
don't.
there's no prerequisite either.
Yeah, so that's why I was like, I
And
feel like
he
it should
knows
be a
that.
prereq.
So I don't know
Prereq.
why
I'm sure
this
he-
is supposed to
yeah.
be more like a beginning level
Mhm.
class.
Yeah.
Isn't single camera more like beginning level?
Mhm.
Yeah, but that's why that should be the prerequisite.
Mm-hmm.
But like he
Mm.
knows that.
Yeah.
So there should have been like at least one day where we go through everything.
Yeah.
Which there
Yeah.
kind of was, but it was more just like a lecture and not like hands
He
on.
was just showing us what a C-stand was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's literally all we did that day.
Literally
huh?
for 2 hours.
Oh,
It was
wow.
just, what is a C-stand? And showing us how we,
Yeah.
yeah.
I remember that day. I was like passing
We
out.
sat on the floor.
Yeah.
My
That's
first
crazy,
day, I
yeah.
had to build the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Part of that.
Did he show you
Oh,
like,
yeah.
He didn't like. At first of all, he told, hey, "Can I?" First of all, nobody. I was the first one in,
Mhm.
and none of the camera team was there. Also, I was supposed to be a grip,
yeah.
but the second AC person didn't
Mhm.
show up. So
Mm.
I was told I had to be second AC and help build the camera.
Yeah.
And I was,
Stressed.
yeah, I was I wasn't so stressed yet. It's just that wasn't there when
Yeah.
the camera was built for the first time, so I didn't know what kind of tripod needed to be done.
Yeah, because it's
I was-
totally different than
It's
what we've been
totally
using
different.
before.
Mhm.
Because it's
Yeah.
a whole different like setup.
Yeah.
Yeah, like shit, I didn't know.
Yeah, because it's the Ursa,
The
Yeah.
Ursa.
the camera. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has its own unique.
What is it
Um,
called? The shadow box or something? What is it that he puts on the end of the camera? Because I remember that whole setup. He
And
had
like the little monitor
yeah,
and like
yeah.
the focus.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah, I actually put it on the wrong freaking what's it called, tripod,
Mm.
the plate.
Oh.
I used the Manfrotto.
Mm.
Yeah.
I didn't know it had its own little.
It has like its
plate
own
as
thing.
well.
Yeah.
Put that on the
Mm.
hi-hat. It
Alright.
fit,
Mhm.
but I didn't know either.
Yeah.
All right, moving on, guys. Before like you guys made this, what was your experience going into this? Like any
Oh.
experience in production?
Any production experience I had was from Lawson's TV studio class,
Shout out.
and also
Mm.
OC Live. Shout out Jeremy.
Shout out.
Shout out.
And any sort of like school event.
Mhm.
That was basically it. Like everything I know is from Lawson and Jeremy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Crystal. Like, like that's all my production experience. That's all my production experience going
Mm.
into this. Like I only started doing things with like actual like production on sets last semester.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Same for me. All my experiences from learning from Lawson in TV production, audio
Mhm.
production,
Yeah.
OC Live with Jeremy.
mhm.
That's
Mhm.
why, fortunately, I don't think a lot of us were too lost. Like
Yeah,
we all
for
like-
sure.
Us, yeah. But
Us,
there
yeah.
are some people that were in that class or are
Mhm.
in that class
That's
that
why I
like have
always
no
feel
idea
that-
what's going on.
Yeah.
It's like their first time ever.
Mhm.
And
being
it
in
sucks that
production
this
class.
is
Because
their
they want to know so
experience.
much about it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't even know how to like.
just no time to like.
I just
walk
hope
you
we
Yeah,
through
don't
it.
like.
exactly.
I hope
So I
no
try
one
to,
got
like,
scared off or
Yeah,
anything
yeah,
like
yeah.
that who was actually interested in it
Mhm.
and like this was their first experience doing
Yeah.
production and they're like,
Because this is
"Ooh."
literally just being thrown into the fire.
yeah. Usually it's not like this.
Yeah.
Even though he
Yeah.
says it
It's
is,
not.
it's usually not like this.
It's
like there's like
because I feel like this is just a lot more chaotic and misorganized. But
Yeah.
Mhm.
it's
I don't
mostly
blame him
organization.
too much. It's because like it's only
There's a lot
him,
going on,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? You know, so on like a real working production, and you have a whole crew.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mhm.
not like
Yeah.
And everyone has usually one job
and you're getting paid.
and you're getting
And you're
paid
getting paid.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
fed
What's your experience?
and with breaks.
What was your experience coming into this, Andrew?
Well, actually, I like really quick. I want to add like what we're just talking about right now. That I kind of feel bad for for some of the students here like that actually do want to like be here because like some of them they'll be in the computer lab doing nothing while the is like Mr. Bleep is like here like building the sets himself and like those who weren't in the single camera class, like I wouldn't want them to be like discouraged to do more production work because of like how like
this experience has been
like they're just been thrown into it and like
If any of them see this, I think we all highly recommend Lawson's TV and
I
audio
agree,
production.
yeah.
TV studio
Lawson.
production, audio production. That's
Super fun.
That's like the perfect gateway.
Not saying that she holds your hand while doing everything, but she
She's
kind of
ve-
does.
Yeah.
In a good way.
It's very helpful.
It's very helpful.
No, for sure.
She's like you said, won't like lead you by your nose, but she will walk you through it, hold your hand, and be there for you.
When
Or
you
at least
need it,
show
yeah.
you once, and then it's
And then
like
she's like, yeah.
yeah
It's
Also-
more like when it's time.
we get a lot of hands-on work too.
Mhm.
Yeah,
that's
she's very hands-on. It's
Mhm.
only like when it's time for you to once she teaches you everything, and it's time for you to do your project. Like, all right,
That's when
Yeah.
she just throws you out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only after
And then you have
like,
free reign.
Yeah.
Then it's kind of
Yeah.
like, oh.
But I mean, she's
Which
always
is what
around
I
for
like.
help too.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
So
Yeah.
Shout out to Lawson.
The only thing I
So what
also
was
want
your-
to add. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
No, go
my
for it.
bad. I also want to add that
Mhm.
Mr. Bleep doesn't know how to ask for help.
I feel so bad
Because, like-
we're always like, do you need help or something? And
And
he's,
he's
like,
always like, no.
yeah, and he just does it himself.
Or when he does ask
Oh,
for help, he
yeah.
always ends up doing it himself.
Yeah,
Because he
and then he
doesn't
makes
know how
people
to
just
explain.
watch.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah, there's been a lot of that.
It's a lot of that, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
what was your
Andrew.
experience
sure.
going into this?
I know you actually showed off a film. You're already like making some short films yourself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I've never like
Shout
like I
out
said-
AOK.
Shout out
Shout out to
AOK
AOK
Productions.
Productions.
Quick shout out to May for working on my
Woo!
AOK intro.
Our sound
sound
mixer.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And cameraman, camera off.
Oh yeah.
Well, with Star.
Star.
So, yeah. So like like I said before, this is my very first time ever doing like a professional type of project. Like before this, I've only done like short films with my iPhone, and I would work on that with my friends.
Mm-hmm.
They were into like into making films, so it was just like a fun thing for us to do. But as for like production, my very first time I've ever done that was just like, I think it was audio production class with Lawson last semester, and then I wasn't in the TV broadcast,
Which I still
class.
always forget because we
Yeah.
would pull them in for projects.
Yeah.
so-
Yeah, and when they
You
would
were
pull
in
me
there, but you weren't in there.
Yeah.
I wasn't in there at the same time.
Were you in the audio class or the?
I was
Yes,
in the audio
you
class.
were in
yeah.
Did you ever take the TV studio production?
No, I never.
We
took
recommend it.
Yeah, I wish
That's wild.
I wish I did take it. I don't know why I
It
didn't
would've been
take
cool.
it.
Mm-hmm.
But like yeah, like they would pull me in for projects, so that was also like me dipping my toe a little bit into like the production. Like the Christmas broadcast. I think that was the very first time I've ever been
That
in
was so good.
What's the
live.
name on that again?
So good.
Ginger Snap.
Ginger
Ginger
Snap.
Ginger Snap.
Ginger
Shout out.
That was
Shout out to
such
Ginger
a
Snap.
good.
So
I
good.
loved that project.
Yeah.
That was fun.
We
The
had fun.
co-host for that
Maya.
Maya, she was great.
Shout out
It
to
was
Maya.
great.
Shout out
yeah.
to Maya.
Mm-hmm.
So,
What was your
yeah.
experience going into this?
You're actually
Well-
a pro.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
I wouldn't say.
Crystal is our go-to. Okay,
Yeah.
we have a question. We go to Crystal.
Okay, well, I wouldn't say I'm a pro. I kind of just, I don't know.
She does get paid to do what she does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real.
Mm-hmm.
Not now though.
I'm trying
I'm
to
off.
get
She's
there.
like, I'm off the clock.
I'm off the clock right now. But growing up, my dad works in radio, so I've been
Shout out, Dad.
in the scene,
Shout out that.
sound wise,
Mm.
helping him out with
Mhm.
like live, not mixing, but like
Just like live audio
like
production.
live stuff. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like concerts and stuff.
Yeah.
So like I kind of know cables
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that, and
Gotta know that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I'm not afraid of like being backstage and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I kind of got thrown into like work wise doing live events and stuff, and then
With our school.
the first like classes were with Lawson last semester. So
Mhm.
I don't have a lot of experience, but
Mhm.
I think I do okay.
Oh, more than okay.
I
Would
do
you
okay.
say A-okay?
A-okay.
I do
A-okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Before we close off, there's been a lot of negativity. Can everybody go in and what was like the highs for you guys on the production? 'Cause I know it hasn't been all bad. There's been some good times too.
Eddie, sorry.
I can go first if you
Yeah.
guys want. Yeah.
Would you like to go first?
Yeah, sure.
Go for it.
A big high for me is just been the actors' performance.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't sure what it was gonna be like going into this, but they really impressed me. Like
Mhm.
their performance never takes me out of it.
Yeah.
I'm like when I see them, I always call Brock Dutch.
Yeah.
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 He plays that character
Yeah.
very well.
Very
He is
method
Dutch.
acting.
He is
Yeah.
Dutch.
He
Yeah.
is
He is
Dutch.
Dutch.
Yeah, I agree. I think I love seeing the whole crew and even and like the actors and stuff like get excited
Mhm.
for the work, and like especially after we do a really good take
Mhm.
or something and everyone's just cheering, and then that's my high because I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm so like glad that you guys are having a good time with this, because a lot of it is very stressful, and I'm like, I don't want that to like take over the fact that you can still have so much fun with this and enjoy what you do, kind of thing. But yeah, and I definitely say high is, I don't know, when I get my shit done and then
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, what do I do now?
Mhm.
I finished what I need to do. Me making the fake alcohol, that was a
Oh,
high.
yeah.
That
That's
was
pretty
fun.
cool.
Hmm.
You know how to do that now.
Yeah,
I
just diluting
remember-
iced tea.
I think there's some fake alcohol in the fridge still. I saw the
Yeah.
bottle.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go take a glass after this.
I remember I think that was like on the I think that was the third day. Everyone was like, can I get some of that?
Yeah, I was like, guys, I
Yeah.
brought the drinks.
Day
So,
3, brutal.
Day 3 was
Brutal.
brutal. Yeah.
Everyone needed a drink that day.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How about you, Andrew? What's your highs?
Well, I think I agree with both of you guys that everyone is like getting a better handle on everything, and that I also love when like everyone's excited on this project. Like that's really cool.
Yeah.
I think like the highest for me is like as director, I love when we actually do start shooting, and like when you hear action and you see the actors doing their work,
Mhm.
I feel so immersed. And sometimes I feel like I have like a out of body experience.
Yeah.
Like I lose focus, and on Monday I was I think I was too in the zone, and I was like scared that like Mr. Bleep was gonna tell me like, Andrew, cut it, but because I was like, I think I was in the zone, but I really love those moments. And I think another high for me would have to be how everyone's like cool with each other too.
Mhm.
I think like from the beginning we were all awkward and quiet
Yeah.
with each other, but I think
Strangers.
so, we're straight.
Once we got that pizza, guys, it was a party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
I
pizza
think so
brought us
too.
together.
Mhm.
It did.
Also, all of us
Thin
bonding
and
over Mr. Bleep.
Yeah, yelling at us.
Yelling at
We're
us?
like,
Yeah.
you got yelled at too? Hey,
Bruh,
let's
me
go,
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was the first one to get yelled at too, and I was like, oh, I was embarrassed. I was like, sorry guys. I
And
don't
then
know
we
what
all
I'm
came
doing.
in. He's like, it's okay.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
I was like,
Us
And then
too.
it just happened throughout the semester to everyone else, and then
and then I didn't feel bad anymore. I was
Yeah.
like,
it
me
happens.
too. Yeah.
Join the club.
Yeah. So like I like how we're all comfortable with each other now.
Yeah.
This is cool.
What about you?
I like when everyone is in the zone,
Mm.
like midway between like taking.
Mhm.
Everyone kind of just like figures everything out,
Mhm.
and everyone does a really good job.
Yep.
I think,
I agree.
all things considered, we all do a really good job.
Mhm.
Yeah, I just
When
love.
everyone's just looking at the monitor.
I just love the like
so focused.
the environment,
Yeah,
Or, like,
exactly. The
the
environment.
vibe that
Mhm.
like.
Yeah,
I think that's just the best part.
real.
I can't wait to like see the finished
The
product.
end result. Yeah,
Yeah,
Agreed.
our
If-
post production team.
That's on us.
Mm.
I've been seeing some of the rough cut.
And,
Oh, and yeah.
and our dear friend May.
Mm-hmm. I've seen a
Friend
bit
of
of
the
the rough
show.
cut, and so far, like what we have, it looks great.
Mm.
I
It's
think
like
it
you
looks
can't
great.
even tell there was any drama.
Wow.
That's
Who would
crazy.
have
That's
known
editing.
what happened behind closed doors?
Yep.
What
They'll
happened
know
on that
now.
set?
Now they're
No,
gonna
no,
know.
no.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's why you
no,
guys
no.
tune in.
Tune
They're
in next
getting all
time
the
to
tea.
see if we
You get
finish.
yelled at
I
again.
just realized, like, you're like once after the next week, your guys' job is done and our job really starts.
Yeah.
Mm. And I'm
Even though we
good.
were working the whole time.
Yeah, we've been working the whole time.
I regret being editorial. all
Don't say
transparency. I regret being
Aw, don't
editorial.
say that.
I wish I was on costume.
Me personally, I can media manage, but that's it. That's all you're getting from me.
Oh,
I'm not a fan of editing personally.
neither.
So
aw, don't say that.
No, I'm sorry.
I'm an editor. Come on. All right, guys.
With respect
I'm
to
just
the
saying.
editors.
I'm an
Respect
editor
to the
too,
editors.
but
I
like
respect
I'm
editors.
just saying.
I love editors, and I'm so proud of them because they work so hard, and the entire process is so like meticulous
Mhm.
and tedious, and they put
Mhm.
so much work into it.
Mhm.
That's why I'm not doing it. That's why I will hire someone else to do it for me.
Same.
But yeah,
Yeah,
trust. I have so much respect for them. So
it's just a pain.
It is.
We'll get through it.
All
yeah.
right, guys. Closing thoughts. I'm, even though it hasn't been easy, I'm glad I did this.
Me
Mm.
too.
Going
too.
in here, getting my feet wet, so to speak. This isn't my first time. I actually got to camera up for one of the other directors' little side
Rogelio?
projects,
Oh.
Roy. So, but this is like my first time. Like, I only did that once, and I
Mm.
was a camera up.
How was that? Actually, let's not get into that in this.
We'll do that
Podcast.
off camera,
Yeah,
That's a new podcast.
yeah,
off
Yes.
the record.
Stay tuned.
Segment. Segue.
Segue.
yeah. Ultimately, yeah. Anyway, back when I said I'm glad I did it. It's been a
Yeah.
great experience,
Mhm.
and yeah, I'm glad I got to do another fun project with you guys again. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, this was a lot of
Yeah.
fun because this was the team for TV studio.
Yeah, if you don't know, this crew has been working together for like almost a year now.
Almost a year now.
yeah.
And
Crazy. We're like a
amazing.
well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Making magic like always.
We got
Yeah,
through
no,
this.
really.
We can get through
Yeah.
anything.
we can. Mhm.
All right, Kaylana, closing thoughts before we go.
Closing thoughts. I don't really have much to say.
Real.
Not
Good
much.
job, crew.
Good job.
That's like all I can say, y'all.
Are you glad you
We're
did?
so close.
We're
We're
so
so close to the end. Just get through it. We only have like 3 more weeks left.
I hope, and I hope like with the second chance that I have as director, I hope I do good next week.
Yeah, you will.
But I'm so
We'll get it
nervous,
done,
guys.
man. Don't
We'll
worry.
get it
we'll
done.
get it done.
We're gonna get it
Yeah,
done.
Mhm.
and
We're so close.
You guys are you guys are making it a lot more easier. On
Also, a
me.
quick
Good.
side note: I don't think your job is totally done. You might have to sit down with us in post production
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
go through to
Yeah,
like
I know.
cut these scenes.
No, yeah.
Crystal, closing thoughts.
I'm just excited for this to
Be over?
Mm-hmm.
but like in a way of like seeing the final product.
Yeah.
And
Just putting it together.
being like
Yeah.
all this
Mhm.
was worth it.
Not in the way of like, oh, I want this to be over. This
yeah.
set work.
More like an
It's
excited.
gonna be a cycle. We're about to
Yeah.
go. We're gonna go into it again at some point. So
Yeah.
Believe
I'm
it.
just excited to see everyone's
Yeah.
good job.
I want before we go, like, good job, everybody.
Yeah, I agree.
I know
I agree.
everyone's
Clap.
putting their 100% in.
round of applause,
Yeah.
please.
I'm
Okay,
just ready to hear that's a wrap and I'm gonna be like,
Yeah.
Literally.
for the last time. I can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
for the credits to roll.
Real.
All the credits.
That's your guys'
There's
job.
gonna be so many freaking jobs. to assign
So
to
many
people. Oh,
jobs.
God. How is that gonna work?
'Cause every day everyone did something
Yeah, we
different.
all did something different.
Kinda.
Ooh. Okay, everybody. This was so much fun. Unfortunately, we're out of time. I want to thank Kaylana, Andrew, Crystal, May, and Star, who are behind the camera, putting in work.
Thank you for having
Yes.
us.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Thank you for
This is
you
like
for
this
joining
was
me. It's
nice
been-
to like
Of course, it was nice.
have a space to
Crystal
Yeah.
was like, "This is a nice debrief."
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's been
Yeah.
too long since we
Yeah.
did something.
it was like a
together.
therapy session.
It was like a
therapy
group
session.
therapy.
This
was nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad I was able to help if you guys need to get something off your chest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Alright.
Mr. Bleep.
Mr. Bleep.
Mr. Bleep.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. You've been watching the Under the Gun podcast. If you liked what you saw, leave a like, comment, subscribe.
Is it gonna
We'll
be
see you
below? Is it
next
gonna be above?
time.
Is it gonna be?
Is there going to be
Is
what?
it here? Is it here?
Is it here? Is it here? What are you talking about?
Right here.
I'm JJ.
Like,
Thank you so
subscribe.
much. Leave a comment, subscribe, like. Goodbye, everyone. Wave. To the
Bye.
camera.
Bye.
Last word.
Sounds
last
awesome.
word.
Last word.
Last word.